So the city of Atlanta is touting its efforts to fight crime. City leaders point to a 5% drop overall.
That's right. They say that robberies, vehicle thefts, and homicides especially have seen significant decreases in the last 2 years. 11 Alive's Joe Ripley is joining us live right now. Joe, what are city leaders saying they believe has led to this decrease in crime?
So, Jonathan, Faith, there are, of course, a number of factors, including increased efforts in tracking down repeat offenders. But the city is also employing a community-based approach to prevent crime from even happening in the first place.
As he enters an election year, Mayor Dickens arrived at the Thomasville Recreation Center armed with a goal.
Our top priority, as I stated, was to make Atlanta the safest large metropolitan city in America.
He and other city leaders spoke to the strides made in the last year to reduce crime. Atlanta Police Chief Darren Shearbaum says the city saw a 5% overall drop in crime compared to last year. The biggest drop, he says, in vehicle thefts, which decreased 29%. He says robberies are down 15% since last year, and homicides continue to slide with an 8% drop.
The number one reason an individual lost their life in the city in a homicide was escalating dispute over a parking space, an unpaid bill, a fight over a phone. Second reason was domestic violence.
Shearbaum says the city removed more than 3,100 firearms and invested in hiring, training, and keeping more police officers through higher pay, the public safety training program, and take-home car program.
Those are lives saved. Last year, we lost 44 less people than the year before. That's 44 less mamas that had to bury their children.
Mayor Dickens says 911 response times across Atlanta have been cut in half in the last year, thanks to hiring more staff and creating the APD Park Ranger Service. He credits community-based programs like Midnight Basketball, the Next Level Boys Academy, Summer Youth Employment Program, and pre-arrest diversion services.
We've seen that there is a direct correlation between some of the decreases that we've seen in crimes and our work to create constructive opportunities for our young people.
And so in the midst of seeing some better numbers crime-wise here in the city of Atlanta, I did ask Mayor Dickens what his plan was this year to continue reducing crime here in the city. He told me there'd be a greater focus this year on neighborhoods, stabilizing households, creating more job opportunities and things to do, all to cut down on the amount of police response.
And Joe, speaking of neighborhoods, we know this is good news, crime seeming to be down in the city, but are there any areas in particular that they're saying have seen the biggest drops?
Yeah, Jonathan, according to Atlanta Police Chief Darren Shearbaum, Zone 3 actually saw the biggest drop in crime in the city of Atlanta. That includes parts of southeast Atlanta, including areas like the Capitol View and Mechanicsville neighborhoods. Coming up at 5, I'm going to dig a little deeper into some of the technology the city's using to help fight crime as well.
All right.